Hi, everybody. So, a lot of us are spending a lot more time in the kitchen and a lot more time at home thinking about what we're going to eat. So, I'm going to bring in today from eMeals, we have Scott Jones. He is the head of content, and he's going to talk about meal planning and how eMeals can be a solution for meal planning. So, thanks for joining me today, Scott.
Oh, thanks for having me.
We hear about meal planning. I feel like it's a lot more these days. It's almost like a trend. More
Right.
people are starting to use it as a tool, whether they be single, a couple, or a whole entire family. But meal planning is a big thing. Explain what that means to meal plan.
Well, it really means to have a plan. We all eat, and especially for busy working moms and dads, even if they love to cook, the kind of the dilemma, if you will, of getting dinner on the table every night is a challenge. And so, whether it's working out or creating a budget or eating healthy or sitting down with your family, having a plan helps foster success. So, if you don't have a plan when it comes to eating, you tend to default to things that are either bad for your health or bad for your budget. You're going to go through the drive-through. You're going to eat a lot of convenience food. So, folks come to eMeals so we can help supply them with that ongoing flow of weekly inspiration around a group of food styles that really fits wherever they are in terms of a life point, family size, or diet goal or health goal.
And I mentioned that it's sort of a trend, and I guess I say that in the vein that you hear it as a buzz phrase. Everybody's talking
Yeah.
about meal planning and things like that. Um, does eMeals fit this trend?
Well, yeah, absolutely it does. And emails has been around for more than a decade. So we have had a lot of interaction with our loyal users and have been able to, refine, if you will, how we're offering this weekly flow of email of dinner meals.
Hmm.
But outside of dinner, we also offer breakfast and lunch. So we have something that can fit just about any lifestyle. And as we've all gotten busier and busier, and the demands on our time are, being pulled at further, with activities and all those things, folks are finding a lot of, ease in life and doing something like meal planning. And the fact of the matter is these days, anything that can help lower the stress is a good thing. And we find that today, folks are really coming to eMeals as a way to really help limit the stress and make getting dinner on the table easy and simple.
Yeah, and I think it can also be a lot healthier because you're really thinking about
Absolutely.
what you're going to
Sure.
eat, what you're putting into your body, rather than just
Yeah.
grabbing what is quick and convenient. So, talk
Right.
about how eMeals works. What do you do?
Well, emails is a direct to, consumer subscription app. And so new users come in, they sign up for the app. Everybody that comes in gets a 2-week free trial. And you sign up for a primary food style. We have 15 different food styles that you can choose from, whether you want to eat low cal, low carb, keto, slow cooker, budget friendly. We have something for everybody. And then through our app, which is free, available on iOS or Android,
Okay.
each Wednesday, subscribers get a new flow of weekly meal ideas. And they can select the ones that they want. They press a button. All of those ingredients behind the scenes are combined into a shoppable list. And users can also add other items to that list, household items, things like that. And then they can either take that list and self-shop it, take their app or iPad or whatever they want to use
Mhm.
and self-shop, or they can press a button and use one of our integrated online grocery partners to have those ingredients gathered for pickup or for online or for delivery rather. And today in the app, we work with Walmart and Kroger, Instacart, Shipped, Amazon Fresh, so all the big players.
Mhm.
And if you didn't hear your favorite grocery store mentioned through companies like Instacart and Shipped, they in and of themselves cover a wide swath of grocery stores. So when a user signs up for the first time, they enter in their zip code, and based on their zip code, they're shown all of the pickup and delivery options in their area. So if they choose to use that, and many of our new subscribers are very interested in online grocery, either for pickup or delivery,
Hmm.
then they can see what's available in their area.
That's pretty
And it all
cool.
happens right within our app. They don't ever leave the app.
Well, that makes it very convenient, especially, we're talking about right now, the current situation. A lot of us are
Yeah,
isolating, quarantining ourselves, sheltering in place.
that's right.
And the idea of getting groceries delivered, or you can just pick it up, it's not new, but obviously now there's like new interest
Oh,
um,
yeah.
because of the current situation. What do you say though to the folks that are still really hesitant? Maybe they're just so used to going to the stores and picking out each of their items themselves.
Yeah.
Why should people try something like this if it just seems so foreign?
Yeah, yeah, and that's a great question. Look, I'd be the first to admit that one of the things I love to do is grocery shop. I love seeing all the new products. I mean, I love food, but even in today's situation, where I have less opportunity to go to the grocery store
Hmm.
because my wife and I are working out of the home. We have our kids here. We're having to oversee their online schooling. It's funny, even being kind of sheltering in place, our available time feels like it's gone to zero. So
Right.
the ability to be able to select the meals that I want for the week, and in addition still get those household items that I want, whether it's paper products or cleaning supplies or pet food, whatever. I can build out my list. We even have the ability to order wine in the app. So having the ability to do that, press a button, have it sent to my favorite grocery store to either just quickly drive over and pick it up, or have it delivered to my front door. Lots of stressors in these last few weeks. If I can eliminate one of those and make my life a little bit easier, well, then I'm more inclined to try it. And the thing is that we're hearing that. You're hearing all of the different ways that companies are looking to come alongside consumers now to just make this part of our lives, this unique moment in our lives, to make it easier and more simple. And what eMeals does is, through our app, we're able to make that dinner, not only the dinner time experience, easy and simple, but again, we're sheltering at home. We're eating at home way more than we ever were. Because you're not so inclined to go out to a restaurant, people are actually cooking 6, 7 nights a week. They need ideas. And if you're not used to doing that, that can really be a lot of stress. Like, you might be able to knock it out for a couple of days, but then to think about doing this for a couple of weeks, we just see the advantages of being able to eat healthy, maintain a budget, keep your family happy and fed, and then overall lower just those unneeded stress points.
Yeah, you mentioned the budget. Everybody
Yeah,
loves to save money. In
sure.
essence, are you going to save money because you're not eating out as much, or because you are planning specific meals?
Yeah, yeah. One of the things that we know from past surveys is that the average user who uses eMeals saves up to $2,000 a year on their grocery bill. And a lot
Wow.
of that is really just because they're not impulse buying. They have a plan. They're not just filling their items based on things that they're hungry for at that moment, less inclined to go to drive through. So, I mean, it's really not rocket science. But we know that behavior modification is tough, but when you have a plan, it makes it easier. You're less inclined to slip. So that's definitely one of the benefits to eMeals, is that you are going to most likely save money, but you're also going to have your family around the dinner table more often. And even if it's not a fancy meal, it's just good, honest cooking. There's just a real pleasure in mom or dad feeling like they're the hero. They've created this meal. Here we are, being able to carve out a few minutes to sit down with as a family and have a meal together. I mean, those are things that are just critical to in these special times where we're having to distance ourselves. We want to be able to
Yeah,
take
sure.
advantage of those times when we can still come together as a family unit. And one of the easy ways to do that is around food.
Yes, connecting over food.
Absolutely.
That's nothing new, and it is a good thing that we can do that right now. Safety is a big issue right now. How
Yeah.
can we be sure that any of the food that we get delivered through eMeals is going to be safe?
Well, keep in mind that we're using these partner online grocery and delivery companies. So it's the Walmart team. It's their folks who are going to be doing the gathering. It's the Instacart folks that are going to be doing the shopping and delivering. So, I would just say that we're all reading the news. We know that these companies are all doubling down on being as safe as they can to keep that grocery supply chain flowing, to make sure that people are able to, get the groceries that they need. And look, it's only going to get better. Grocery stores are now starting to, get more of the things that folks want to be able to keep in their pantries, have on hand. So I think right now, there's a high degree of confidence in being able to use these pickup and delivery services, especially in lieu of the fact of us actually going into a busy supermarket, right, or grocery store. So it's really a really not only a convenient alternative, but kind of a smart way to approach the current situation that we're in right now. But this is we're going to get past this. Things are going to get better. We know that. But again, even beyond this, there are still times when you want to be able to quickly pick up your groceries. You're a busy mom with a carload of kids, and you're running to soccer practice, and your ability to roll by a store and just put the groceries in the car and zip on out to the next event is always going to be something that's convenient and useful.
Good point. Yeah, when we get past this, which we will, I
Yeah.
think a lot of the ways we live our life probably are going to be affected and changed in some way. So, eMeals, it's a free app. You can download the app. You can get meal ideas. You can order your groceries through eMeals. What's your best pitch, Scott, for someone to try it?
Well, like I said, everyone that comes to eMeals gets a 2-week free trial.
Nice.
So there are no strings attached. Give it a try. Like I said, we have 15 different food styles that can really fit any family size, any health and wellness goal, any eating habit. You really do. It does help, right now, just, lessen some of the stressors that are in our lives.
Sounds good. Thanks so much for sharing with us. Emeals, I think I'm going to have to check that out.
Okay, Aubrey, you have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.